Hello and welcome to this week's CEO Weekly blog. This is actually October 31st. Ooh, scary. Halloween day. No costume here, although what you're seeing may still be a little scary to look at. But trying to distinguish this from last week's blog since I'm wearing the same shirt and pants and hair's combed the same way and all that sort of thing. In these blogs, we're trying to use a variety of topics to spark interest and generate some conversation. And wanted to spend a little bit of time on something that even in new employee orientation, we don't talk about as much. We give examples in orientation and we draw in what the approach to our work consists of, but what our values are and how they guide the work we do, we don't spend a great deal of time on. So on your blog page, you'll see our values stated there, and let's just refer to those as I share some thoughts with you here today. Values. What does that remind you of? I think all of us in our upbringings have had values sort of brought into our lives. Our parents have taught us things about honesty or hard work or doing your best and those sorts of things. Those become the way we find value in our associations with others and the activities we participate in. Is how do they resonate with us in what has become important in our own way of determining our relationship with our environment and with the world and with the people we have relationships with. So we talk about four key areas as representing the values in how we do our work, how we accomplish our purposes, how we meet the needs of the community. So let's just hit those four bullets here for a few minutes. The first one is we value personal integrity and commitment to provide compassionate, responsible, quality services to our community. Now those are pretty packed concepts: personal integrity, commitment. I think we all understand what those are. It's a little bit of you know it when you see it types of concepts, but they really underscore a lot of how we go about our work. We've talked in previous blogs about personal accountability and how that ties in with the way we approach our work and how we see opportunities to serve and to improve. Being compassionate and responsible in how we address quality. Now, compassionate is pretty easy to understand, and we're acknowledged for that by our patients on a regular basis. Responsible can cover a lot of categories. There's being responsible in being timely, in showing up when we say we will. There's responsible in being good stewards of our resources, like we talked about last week, and how we plan for the future and the resources that we need to address quality care in our community. So that first line of values has a lot of important concepts that I think tie in with other things we've talked about. Second one is focusing on individuality, teamwork, and communication. Kind of an interesting combination of individuality and teamwork. We don't want people to feel like we're all just sort of walking the same line and reciting the same verse, but we want there to be a sense of teamwork that still draws on the strengths of each person. And we kind of bring that together as an ensemble. If you use a jazz ensemble or an orchestra as a metaphor, that we all might be playing a different instrument, but it's orchestrated in a way that the sound of the music is pleasing. The enriching nature of diversity, same kind of concept. We want different ideas. We want to be creative. We want to be innovative. A few weeks ago I talked to you about the Health Innovation Summit that we've got coming up, or that we had just this week, earlier, actually, on this blog. And how innovation becomes a part of the work we do and drawing on people's creativity. And finally, kind of the bedrock of what really makes these relationships work and what I think has become a strong point for Pullman Regional Hospital is our individual and collective honesty in the work we do and how we provide leadership in an area and an environment of mutual respect and trust. When you combine those values together, they create a powerful set of principles and ideals that guide our work and the relationships we have with one another, our patients, and the community at large. So I hope you'll think about that, reflect upon how those values measure up with the things that are important to you so that we can continue in our work to provide great care for our community. Thank you again for tuning in, and and I hope you choose to have a great day.